Hey guys, happy Mother's Day to all the mums and parents out there. I hope you've been really spoiled today. I want to talk about discipline in this week's video. And it's said that people with discipline are the ones who succeed more. Now I believe this is true, but I also have a theory on discipline that I'd like to share with you. And that is that I believe that there are three main forms of discipline. The first form is external discipline, and this is the discipline that we get from other people, like our mentors, our coaches, our parents, our teachers, and of course our bosses. And these are the people who discipline us by telling us what we have to do when we must do it. And this is good for when and where, for whatever reason, we can't discipline ourselves. The second form of discipline is that of self-discipline. And this is driven by ourselves. This is where we have our own agenda and we make our own decisions. And it's directly linked to our why. Why we get up and exercise, why we eat healthy, why we don't smoke, why we do what we do. The third form of discipline is that is no discipline. This is where you have no targets, no goals, no values, no care factor. And when people predominantly have that form of discipline, they will generally end up in trouble. Think of a puppy that you might pick up from the pound and you take home, but you don't discipline it, you don't train it, and therefore it can't discipline itself. So it just runs around and flicks everywhere and doesn't know what it's meant to do, what it can do, what it can't do. And eventually it becomes wild and unpredictable, and it gets kind of hard to love. And accordingly, it then misses out on the love and the care that it might otherwise have gotten. Now, it's good for us to know these three forms of discipline and be able to make a distinction between each three and what one we're currently using to get where we want to go. External discipline is good, and I don't have any issue with that, and sometimes we need that because there are certain things that are beyond our control. But if we have too much external discipline, then we don't have any control over where we're actually going. We lose control of our life. It's like us just slotting into some sort of job or lifestyle where we allow people and the external factors to tell us what to do all the time. We're just taking their orders all the time. And addiction can also be a form of external discipline, where we get addicted to alcohol or smoking or gambling or video games like computer games, because then they determine what we do, when we do it, how much we do it. And they drive us instead of us driving us. Self-discipline though, that's the little things. And self-discipline is the best way to fast track your progress. It's the little things like when you have 20 minutes spare, going and doing some study or doing some reading or doing a podcast instead of sitting on the couch and watching some mindless TV show. It's the little things like saving $20 a month and putting in your savings account instead of spending it on some mobile phone plan that's fancy that you don't really need. It's like using the time to go for a walk or do some exercises instead of just laying on the couch. The more self-discipline you have, the less external discipline you need. Doing the little things that are a bit uncomfortable and that you don't like will often mean that you get to do the big things that you do. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next week. Bye guys.